Okay, so I just wanted to make a video about my idea for, my idea for a movie, and it's also raining outside. That's what I turned over to observe. It's my idea for a movie, and it's also a statement about what I believe is current I don't know, current atmosphere of movie making, as opposed to what used to be movie making a little while back. I hope that doesn't make me an old man, because I'm only 35. That would be bad if I'm already an old man. Um, so I hope my movie can be used as an analogy for the movies that seem to be coming out now. At least the movies that are advertised. I don't know. I don't go looking around for little low budget indie films. Okay, so because I just recently, if you can say recently, um, like a few minutes ago, saw a movie for that Bruce Willis film where he's all pissed off because somebody killed his wife. And so he's going around killing people, trying to find out and kill everyone that killed his wife. So my take on that whole genre, that whole plot line of movies, is the following. Let's make a movie about, instead of, and I'm assuming that movie, again, is the old tired routine of they're drug dealers or mafia or something like that, like The Punisher was. They're the fucking, in The Punisher, they were drug dealers? I think they were drug dealers. But in other words, they're always there's some kind of bad people. There's some kind of something that we are, by default, assumed to be bad people or disposable individuals. So, people that, when they are killed by the protagonist in the story, you're not like, oh, he's killing that person, and that's just not right. Like if it was if he just went around and he killed like a baby, you'd be like, ooh, that's that's not right. That's wrong. You shouldn't have done that. Um, it's not protagonist material. That's antagonist material. So, anyways, my thing is, we should make one where this is me saying this. There's a cop. This is the cop is the antagonist. All right. Okay. So the cop is the antagonist, and the cop is the everyday kind of cop. He's just working, and he does his stuff every day. He's a good one, He's not one that beats / shoots um, a black kid for nothing. He's an average cop, and he comes home every day and he takes care of his family. And so, at some point in his marriage with his wife, she cheats on him for something. She's a all around a decent person. She just got bored for some reason and she cheated. So now this cop is going through a divorce, and because of this divorce, he has gotten depressed. And one night he gets drunk at, say, a bar, and he makes the bad decision to drive home drunk and kills a female in, a drunken accident. And now the police officers were going to bend the rules of real life here. I don't know what you call it, but the police association really stands behind him and somehow gets him off of the charges. With some kind of, so he doesn't have to go to jail, let's say. And maybe he just gets kicked off the force, but he doesn't have to go to jail or something. Something so that it's a really light punishment. A normal person would fucking be in jail for like 5-10 years for drunken manslaughter, but he gets, because he's a cop, he gets treated really good. So this wife happens to be, this woman happens to be the wife of our protagonist, and he gets very depressed by this, and you can make him some kind of army guy or an average Joe that was, a boxer, whatever the fuck you want to make him. Just make him something that he's not a 300-pound fat ass that has no real ability to fight. He can fight, and maybe he has some guns, so some gun training. So he decides to go out and take revenge on the police officer and all of the higher up police officials that went to bat for this officer that did this hit and run, even though he didn't really hit and run. He just ran over this person. Let's say he was a stand-up guy and he tried to save her life and called EMT and did all these things. And that's maybe one of the reasons they got him off. So, yeah. And that sets up the story for all the nice action scenes that are in there. Because everybody likes a nice action scene. Because boom, bop, boom. And so, yeah, you have that. I think that'd be a good, nice twist on the whole thing there. I don't think it'll get made because it's too complicated for Hollywood's taste. They like making things that are black and white nowadays. That's why I say it's a nice analogy for the difference between, say, 20 years ago and today. 20 years ago, they made things like Running Man. I like Running Man because it's a nice action flick that's very cheesy and stuff, but it was a good social commentary on where things could easily have been headed. Violence for the purpose of education. Or not education, entertainment. And, yeah. So it had a kind of a message to it, even though it was basically, it's a fucking Arnie movie, you know. And it had some great one-liners in it too. I loved 1990s, early mid 1980s to 1990s movies with the one-liners. Oh, you know, when he killed the the chill guy, and he said, I don't know, take a chill out something. And I don't know. And each time he killed one of the hitmen that would kill the runners. Every time he killed one of them, he had a one-liner to it, and it was just great. Just like in Commando, when he killed Bennett, he said he threw a pipe through him. He said, "Let off some steam, Bennett." That's great. I loved one-liners in those action films. It was fucking brilliant. Um, but they each had a kind of, well, maybe not Commando. Yeah, you know, that was just him going after some drug dealers that stole his fucking daughter. That was probably the least socially informative movie he ever made. But you know, even Terminator had a kind of a message to it. You know, it's like the weapons you're making are becoming more and more inhumane, more and more for the purpose of just killing people and not promoting humanity. You know. So, anyways, and that's what movies are nowadays. Movies are more about flash bang than about substance. At least mainstream, big time movies. Oh. Anyways, I don't know. And I don't really pay attention to any indie movies because I don't really pay attention to any movies anymore. Because why watch movies when you have YouTube? That's more than enough video entertainment for my purposes. And movies are expensive now too. It's like almost $10. So what the fuck? Why am I gonna risk my $10 on some piece of shit? You know? Because think about it. You go to 10 movies. That's fucking $100. $100 on 10 movies. I mean, they gotta have some bulk deal or some you know. If you don't like this movie, we will refund your money. I'll be like, all right, good, because you know most movies suck, so they should have refund policies on movies. You know, because then I'd go to a movie. I'd be like, because you know 9 out of 10, I'd be like, you know, this movie sucked. I want my money back. You know, then I'd go to a movie. Like, yeah, this movie was 90% shit. Give me 9 of my $10 back, and I'll give them $1. You know, I'll throw a buck their way just for time. But, you know, fucking $10. I don't know. That's you know $10 for a movie that sucks, and most of them are the vast majority are gonna suck. You know, when porno is free, porn is free. Porno is much more entertaining than movies, and it's free and it's quicker. You know, it's like, dude, how are movies supposed to compare with that? They have narrative structure. You know, I'm sorry. Movies, I don't know, I've seen enough movies in my lifetime, I guess maybe. I mean, that's it. I cared more about them. But they were also cheaper. Anyways, that's my video. my thoughts on that shit. That's just one movie as an analogy, by the way. And you know, I think that'd be an interesting one. I like to see any movie where the archetypal good guy dies. So any kind of how do I put this? Any kind of thing that you're supposed to assume is good about the world is challenged. Like what I just said about, you know, drug dealers are bad, cops are good, soldiers are good, terrorists are bad. You know, let's make the movie where the terrorists are the good guys and the soldiers are the bad guys. Let's make that movie. Let's make a movie where the slaves are the bad guys and the slave owners are the good guys. Let's make that movie. You know, that would piss some people off. Like, let's infuriate some motherfuckers with some movies. How about that? Because I can't even think of a movie where the slave owners would be good, would be the good guys. That would challenge some brain cells right there. How can a slave owner be better than a slave? I don't know. I guess a slave would have to be a real damn fool. I don't know. I don't know. You'd have to, like I said, you'd have to work at it for that one, for that situation. Yeah. Oh shit. This camera is like adjusting kind of weird in different circumstances, changing its lighting and whatever configurations. I think I'm done. Said all I need to say. These videos run longer because I kind of ramble a bit, but I hope I get my point across, and I hope everyone, myself included, gets some entertainment out of it. I don't think anyone's ever going to watch these videos other than myself. When I'm old and dying, and I've lost all of my memory about being 34 to 36, I can watch these videos again and remember a little bit about my life. Because my memory is only going to get worse. And it's bad now. So I can use these videos to kind of jumpstart some of what I've been doing. Be like, oh yeah, I think I remember that now. It's good stuff. Of course, maybe in the future, maybe in the next 5-10 years, I'll actually get good enough medicine to fix my brain. And I'll be able to remember more stuff. One can only dream. Alright, y'all. Have fun. Future self and me. Good night, future self.